Hello and welcome. We are here at Shiloh High School. Apologies for getting a little bit late, but we just managed to get just in time. I'm joined here on a surprise guest joining me here today. Davis, how are you doing?
Excited to be here, Chris. It's just like old times, back out in the cold for yet another Potros game, and this one is as big as ever.
Yeah, it's been a fun night tonight, dealing with some last-minute technical difficulties here on the road. Always going to be fun on the road, having to have this set up here, but we're ready to go. Just moments from kickoff. The teams, captains, shaking hands, going to be deciding which side to defend. Here in U.S. Open Cup qualifying final round, this is do or die. Make it into the tournament if they win. Otherwise, they are done with their journey.
Yeah, Chris, fourth round here, looking to punch a ticket to the 2026 U.S. Open Cup here. Potros in the classic black. They'll be trimmed in gold, white numbers. Kalonji Pro-Profile on the other side. This is their home stadium. They'll be in a white, all white. That is black numbers moving right to left on your screen.
And just as we get ready for kickoff, we can talk a little bit about how the teams got to this stage. Both teams ended up getting a bye in the first round of qualifying. All the UPSL teams in Georgia did, and then entered into the second round. Kalonji had to play a familiar foe in LSA Norcross Pro, where they defeated them late. Potros defeated North Georgia, and then in the second round, Potros with a late winner against Atletico Buford. Kalonji defeating Mint Hill from North Carolina 4-0.
Yeah, that was a really good win there from Potros. Atletico Buford, a sneaky team, new to the area, Chris, but they bring a lot of talent to that team. That's a really good win for Potros here, and they're going to look to take down yet another familiar opponent here in Kalonji Pro-Profile.
So we're moments away from the first kickoff, the first opening whistle. Unfortunately, we weren't able to load the lineups into the graphics, but we will bring you the starting lineups in a second. As referee Mustafa Mahoud gets us underway here.
Underway indeed, just outside of Atlanta in the suburbs, Gwinnett County, Shiloh High School, the site of tonight's contest here. Look for a physical one. Look for Potros to try to take this lead early here. Is the action right in front of us, and that is a hard challenge to start this game.
It's going to be an interesting one. Both of these teams finished top of their zones in the UPSL Georgia Premier. The playoffs started last night with Atlanta United Academy defeating Atletico Buford, and Georgia Revolution with a late penalty kicks win against LSA Norcross Pro. But here, this is outside of that. This could be one of another match that we might see later on in the playoffs.
Yeah, I expect to see this one again. Potros 10-0-0 in the UPSL, first team to do that so far. And then, of course, Kalonji is going to be solid as they look to clear this ball out of the defensive third. It was a great free kick there from Benuranga here, and Potros will work it all the way back. Cameron Verona, the goalie for tonight, getting the first touches. It's a good ball distribution. The far wing wants to go down. A little bit of a handball here. Not going to be called. It's a play on here. Down the right wing it goes. Black jerseys into the box here. Back to the left foot. Shot is blocked. All the way back out towards midfield, but Potros maintains possession.
Yep, a lot of pressure on this Potros team. This is probably the first time ever where Potros has probably been the favorites in this matchup against Kalonji Pro-Profile.
You'd love to see it. That was Ruiz looking for the early shot. Again, it did catch the leg of the defender. Ruiz again. This one sneaks through, but it's off to the right. Potros a couple chances early here.
Yeah, we can take a chance to talk about the starting lineup. Cameron Verona starting in goal. Caden Macias starting at right back, Benjamin Uranga and Kwesi Paul at the center backs. At left back will be Modu Jallo. In the midfield, Latrell Bradshaw, Sebi Morello, and Pedro Valenzuela. And up top, Kevin Ruiz, Mark Vino, and Nazario Mbomio.
Look for Vino to have a big game here. I need a pair of goals out of him here. This is a long ball over the top. Won't quite get through. Finds just the right back. Looking for the turn here. Wanted to play it down line, but it will not come off. Valenzuela on the right run there, Chris. Just pass a little bit too heavy.
We can also look at Kalonji Pro-Profile's starting lineup as well. In goal, they've got Maynard. In the back, they've got... And we'll get you the full lineup in a second. Here come Potros once again.
Builds through the midfield, now out to the left wing. Through ball here. The flag will go up for offsides.
And that will give us a chance to give you the lineup for Kalonji Pro-Profile. They've got Ashton Maynard in goal. Along the back line, Ben Davies, Kimani Irving, Elgero Demise, and Grant Carr. In the midfield, Tony Tiente, Sam Pavlovsky, and Kaylin Kalonji. And up top, Thierry Jules, Owanja Medard, and Kareem Tamimi.
If you've been around the Potros broadcast, a lot of those names are very familiar over the past years, staples of this Kalonji lineup. Now it's over to Ruiz.
So far, the game has been played in Kalonji's half.
Uranga thought about going back. Instead, he'll take the space he's given. Little chip forward. Dadinho's onside here. The header is Aaron. Repossessed just outside the 18. Looking to serve this one in. Right foot headed towards the box. Will only find the head of a white jersey. Now Potros looks to stand up the midfield here, as that's a good defensive effort, and it'll buy time for some black jerseys to get back.
And Modu Jallo, the one who stepped forward there to stop that attack, he's one who's very familiar with this Kalonji side, was captain of the SSL team, who's very closely intertwined with the Kalonji squad as a part of the KSA program. So made the switch over to Potros last season, and has been in the starting lineup many times this season, fills in at the left back position today.
Ball over the top, cut out well there by Paul. It's Kalonji, first time moving into the Potros defensive third.
And a lot of eyes on this Potros team, and in this game tonight, coming into the game on a perfect season so far, trying to keep that record and get into the Open Cup, but a difficult opponent today.
It's a good first touch. It's a good ball through. It's quickly poked back out by Paul, now played back in and slammed back out one more time. Header flick on, one good touch, but only to a white jersey here, as this one's just being bounced around the midfield area here. Cheeky back heel to try to get this one going forward. That looked like it was off an elbow. It will not be called. Through ball once again. Handled well. That is a great step and challenge there. Dadinho immediately harassed. This one played forward. Good job to work back. Good turn as well. Over to Ruiz. Ruiz commanding respect out of the left back. Ruiz into his left foot. Ruiz tried to sneak that one through to Dadinho, but that is a great defensive effort there from Kalonji.
If you're just joining us, thank you for joining us here on the Potros channel. This is the Potros fan stream of this U.S. Open Cup final qualifying round. Potros FC traveling to Kalonji Pro-Profile, looking for a spot in the U.S. Open Cup.
So far, only shots to the side of the visitors. Ball over the top, forces the center back out wide. Cleared away down line, trying to pick out a forward. It's Uranga on the chase, and he'll do the smart thing and just dump that one into the stands here at Shiloh High School.
If I'm not mistaken, I don't believe there's been a Georgia UPSL team who has qualified for the U.S. Open Cup in the qualifying rounds throughout the years. So this will be a very interesting, it will be a historic match for either of these clubs.
Yeah, I would say we are guaranteed to get at least one team. And this is for the 2026 U.S. Open Cup, likely to start either in late February, early March. Again, quite an achievement for either of these teams to make that, as this is going to be a long switch. Trying to pick out a forward on the opposite side. That is a great defensive effort there from Paul. Dadinho tried to track it down, couldn't quite get to it. Good turn in the midfield from, I believe that was Valenzuela. A little bit of danger here as they will high press the Kalonji keeper. Slam back to the midfield.
Kalonji finally starting to grow into this game a bit. Got a bit of possession in the attacking third.
That is a great defensive effort there in the midfield to depossess him, though Ruiz just a little bit off his footing, will not be able to get back to that ball.
It's definitely been one of the staples of this Potros team throughout this season. The midfield of Pedro Valenzuela and Sebi Morello, the way that they press together with the front line has been one of the best displays that we've seen from Potros.
And that was Morello right there, making that defensive effort happen here. Ruiz high pressing as Kalonji wants to work this one down the line. That was a heavy first touch as Valenzuela's all over that one. That's a good move. There's this one's headed towards us. Can I catch it? Not quite. It was a good effort, though. It was a one-handed catch, folks. I tried.
Yeah, we're right here in front of the pitch.
Yeah, so we actually are down on the pitch level, Chris. We didn't even talk about that. We are not up in the press booth. We are down on the pitch. Camera might catch a little bit of us at some point. Uzuranga does a good job to shield this one. He's still on ball, and it will be out the back for a goal kick there. Great physical play. Verona's first goal kick of the game. Ushering his team forward. He wants to go long with this one. Won by a white header. A lot of physical play here. Both teams want a foul. It will be called on Potros there. I believe they got Morello on that foul. So free kick. Chris, we get a little bit of help on the distance here since we are on a high school football field. 40 yards out.
Yeah, one thing that is a little bit difficult to see are the actual soccer lines in a gray line. It's very faint on the field. Even from here on the ground level, it's very difficult to see.
It's a good ball through. Miscommunication there by the Kalonji midfield and front line as there was no one making a run. Verona slams this one upfield. Pair of headers on, but it's back in the possession of the black jerseys. Wants to go central. Pair of heavy touches, and I believe, yes, they will get Ruiz there. Was lined up in an offside position, taken quickly by Kalonji. That's a good ball over the top as he is now in behind, into the 18. Hard cut back to the left. Looking for options and finds nothing. A great defensive effort once again. Kalonji will maintain possession here. Into the box. Played open. What a save! Verona gets a foot to it. Danger's not done yet. Shot is blocked out, and now Potros might elect to slow it down. What a save from Verona there. Got a left foot to a ball at point-blank range.
Cameron Verona was needed in the last qualifying round against Atletico Buford. Came up with 3 incredible saves in that second half. Keeps the score level here early on in this one.
That man was completely unmarked in the box and had a point-blank look and was still turned aside. Good crowd behind us as well for both Kalonji and Potros there, as that's a lot of hard contact in that box. Great defensive effort. There's Terry Jules on the shot that was turned aside by Verona. He's going to want to redo on that one, and he might get a chance here. It's over to Jules. Chest touchdown. Shot will be good if we're playing American football. It's through the uprights.
So Cameron Verona with the moment of the match so far. We'll see this one again as Kalonji, they move the ball. They grow into this game now in the 11th minute. Was able to get around Macias with that turn and found Jules right there. Verona had to stick his leg out in order to get the save.
What a brilliant save there. Again, folks, we are down on the field level, so we apologize for the noise. There's a couple hundred people here for this contest and joining all of you online.
As expected, this is a game with a lot of eyes on it, a very important match for both of these clubs. The last time these two teams met, Thierry Jules was the one who opened the scoring on this field last season in the spring 2025 season. And then Nazario and Bomio tied it up in the second half. They came away with a 1-1 draw. That was the only times that these two teams met last season, as Kalonji Pro-Profile fell in the semifinals to UMA, where Potros went on to win due to a late penalty from Manuel Carrillo.
High press from Potros here forces another long ball switch, but that is a brilliant ball. Good fight defensively as well. They'll say it's clean. Jallo there did a great job, and that should be a foul in the midfield. Mustafa does not give it. It'll just be a throw in here for Potros.
Just like the crowd behind us, the game's starting to pick up and get really exciting. You can see Frankie Ruiz there on the sideline, very animated with that as Jallo won that ball, pushing the team forward, trying to pick up the intensity. They started the game on the front foot, and Kalonji's grown into the game and has been looking dangerous in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, Kalonji had the last real chance. Again, if you're familiar with Georgia College soccer, Frankie Ruiz's name should ring a bell. He is also one of the coaches up at Reinhardt University. So he's looking to lead Potros to this one tonight. Long service into the box. Pair of black jerseys there, but it'll be in the hands of Ashton Maynard. Maynard should be under fire a decent bit tonight. His counterpart Verona has made the only true save. Here as we enter the 14th minute of this contest. Out to Carr, then to Irving, back to the midfield. Good pressure from Bradshaw, but again, Kalonji will continue to come forward here. Space to work with, out to the wing. Into the 18, blocked out well. Macias there. Sliding effort to keep that one from heading into the 18. Carr forward from the left back position here. He might have a long throw. They're lining up short for him. They'll play it short. Back to Carr. Left-footed service. Headed right back out, but straight back to Carr. Chooses not to recycle. Under pressure now. Able to slip past Ruiz, but that is a brilliant slide tackle there from Macias. High-level football here as they'll once again target Macias. Trying to work this one to the 18. Macias just not going to let it happen. Played out. Dedinho now looking to usher Potros forward. He doesn't really have options. He tries to play it forward here, but it will just be played back. Tried to pick out Potros forward. Could not quite do it. And it's over the touchline. No, they actually, excuse me, they will bring it back for a foul.
Yeah, Jallo stepped out a little bit late there. Missed the ball. Did not allow the player to turn. Had to create the foul. Now Kalonji with another chance to put the pressure on in the Potros half. This is the 9th overall meeting between these two clubs. Kalonji lead the series 4-2 with 1 draw. Apologies, 2 draws.
Irving working around the Demez. That is a bad giveaway from Demez, and now there's numbers coming forward, but it's cut out quickly. It's Kalonji. As you said, Chris, have settled in much better here. It looked like Potros was going to be able to hit back in transition pretty often, but Kalonji's defense shoring up some of the holes that we saw earlier.
And they're playing through the Potros press really well, finding the spaces and being able to turn on those 1v1s. And now a long ball forward here.
That's a great ball. That's a great first touch. That's a dangerous opportunity, but they'll rule it clean as Verona's out to grab it. Jallo got the ball first. There was a lot of incidental contact, and the crowd, at least it's here for Kalonji, is not happy with that call. Or lack of a call, I should say.
We'll have to see it again. It definitely looked from here like a 50-50. It could have been gone either way. We'll see on the replay if we can see if the contact was more clear or not.
So Mimi in the midfield now plays it out towards his back line.
A missed touch there by Pavlovsky.
A little bit of a jersey tug there will be whistled.
It was called against Nazario and Bomio for a Kalonji free kick.
Long ball played forward by Irving once again. They really like this matchup down the right wing. That one stays in just barely. Brilliant first touch. A lot of hands there from Valenzuela, and he will be called forward. Ooh, and then we're going to get a yellow here on Dedinho. This referee trying to keep control of this game.
This was that penalty shout for Kalonji just a minute ago. Yeah, you can see he definitely went down a little bit too easily. And then as they tried to play this last free kick quickly, Dedinho stretched out his leg. The referee did not like that, so I had to give a yellow card.
So this is in a dangerous spot here. 5 white jerseys into the box. Trying to pick out the forward. Can't quite do it, not out of danger just yet. They wanted Jules again. Jules stands well above everyone else in that box. Jules all in an offsides position here, and he will be whistled for it. Down line to Ruiz. Thought about playing it out. Instead, we'll go back central. Morello. Big switch out to Didino. Has Valenzuela as an option, but instead it's blocked out. Valenzuela might be able to get back on this one. Into the far corner. Back central. Man on behind, and he doesn't quite see it here, and this is a big turnover. Big counter incoming for Kalonji, but it's cut out well there by Paul. Now out wide. Morello wants to play it forward. Tried to pick out Bomia. Didn't quite work, and it'll be played out for a Potros throw-in. Bomia almost got on the end of that one, Chris, but couldn't quite get around the defender.
Looks like maybe a bit of nerves there on Bradshaw as the ball came to him in the midfield. Took a little bit of a missed touch behind him and allowed the Kalonji player to come and put the pressure. Definitely a big occasion. And a little bit of a shaky last few minutes, last 9 minutes or so. Macias with the throw. He's gotten a couple assists from there.
That's a big header. That's a big opportunity. Didino thought about going for the bicycle. Couldn't do it without a dangerous kick here, and here comes another odd man rush. They picked out Theory Jules. Jules trying to work his way around, but that is a great recovery there. A lot of pushing and shoving here, and Jules is going to get whistled for the foul. What a brilliant recovery there from Paul. Ball a little bit short. Jules had to slow his run to get back to it.
Thierry Jules, of course, a lot of them people know him from that Atlanta City playoff run where they came into the playoffs in the final day. And then as the low seed went on to go and win the whole playoffs, Thierry Jules led the line for them. Now made the switch over to Kalonji Pro-Profile.
Corona plays his forward to the midfield. Flicked on a pair of times, and then quickly played right back out. Very deep supporter section off to our right, Chris, of Kalonji fans. A lot of yellow up in those stands, as that's a good move to get past. Trying to get back out, and it's another brilliant slide tackle from Paul.
And that looked like it was a goal kick to me from here, but the referee called the corner kick right away. Assistant referee looks to be mirroring the center, even though this assistant referee was right there in front of it. But a good recovery from Kwesi Paul, as that was Awanja Medard who was the one who turned on Modu Jallo and ran into the space. That's one thing about this Pro-Profile team. It doesn't matter which side they're coming down. They've got dangerous players on both sides that can create danger. Both of these teams came into this season, or into this game, as the highest scoring teams. They were equal on goals, although it's a little misleading because 3 of Kalonji's goals were from a forfeit 3-0 win. But it's not always apples to apples, as they did not face the same teams throughout the season, being in different zones of the UPSL.
Carr is an option in the box. Jules, the tallest man in the box, headed towards the back post. They picked out Carr, headed straight up and then played back out by the defense, but not out of danger just yet. Recycled back into the 18. Oh, and somebody went for a bicycle kick, and this should be a card here, if I had to guess. Kicked.
Yeah, it was Kareem Tamimi who went for it, and
I believe it kicked Paul.
Kwesi Paul was the one who got hit. No card. Referee just electing to give the foul. As Paul still on the ground, grabbing the side of his thigh. We'll see it again real quick, and a lot of chaos in the box here.
Yeah, it's a good recycle. I mean, the idea is there. Ooh, yeah, and that is, I'm very surprised that is not a card.
Yeah, very clear contact on the side. Paul still down, requiring some attention from the trainer. Hopefully nothing too serious.
So pause in the action here. 23rd minute. At Shiloh High School, Paul has had a great game. You would hate to have to see Potros turn to the bench so early. Hopefully he is okay. He has been in a lot of pain.
And as we look at the bench, you can see one of the names that you would expect to replace him is not there today, which is Omar Barrow. It's Omar Barrow and Kwesi Paul, who took in the center back positions all the way through that championship run last season, but Barrow was not available for this match due to personal reasons. So he's not an option today.
Paul is back to his feet. It does not appear that he will come off permanently. He will have to step off here for at least a minute, but there's not a Potros sub warming up for him.
If Frankie Ruiz does have to go to his bench, there's not a lot of obvious choices. You might see probably a Latrell Bradshaw drop into the defensive line, with Jallo probably moving to the center, and then probably one of a Daniel Rohr or Brendan Fry or Matt Mitchell might step into the midfield. But as you mentioned, no players up and warming up yet, so Frankie Ruiz probably feels confident that Paul will be able to continue. He is stepping up to the halfway line.
That one played out intentionally. I believe it will allow Paul to step back on, yes. So good to see him come back on here. Still a little bit of a limp, but hopefully he'll get going here. 26th minute. Shiloh High School, big turn. That is a great challenge here, and quickly played back out towards Didino. Wanted to go for the mag, didn't quite get it. That pass a little bit errant down the left wing to go out for a Kalonji throw-in. This one dangerous into the box. Udranga quick to it, and he'll be quick to play it out.
Had the pressure on his back, was too close to Verona to play it to his feet. Had to elect to get it out to safety. The last 15 minutes has been all Kalonji.
Udranga steps there, and it will just redo that throw-in. Macias also there. Ruiz is sinking back more as well, as, again, the momentum's kind of flipped in favor of Kalonji. Still dangerous here. Macias trying to do his best to work it out. Macias passed to one, wanted to tap it around the second. He'll get the foul call either way as the advantage was being played. Midway through the first half, still scoreless here in Gwinnett County. Long ball. Takes a couple bounces before the first touch. Headed back towards Carr. Carr can't quite get a hold of it, and now Potros trying to get back on the other end of it, but it's quickly slammed out by the Kalonji back line. It's Demez there that played that one out. Macias has an unmarked Ruiz. Chose not to go to it. He might go long into the box here, and I think that's where he's headed. Big throw into the box. Does find the head.
Sebi Morello, he had one just a couple of days ago, just last Wednesday against North Georgia United. Scored off of a throw-in from Macias. Flicked it onto the back post and nearly found the front post there.
Yeah, Morello couldn't quite turn that one on goal. It hit off the upright of the American football goal. Is this one's working his way back down. Udranga might have gotten hit in the face. Yeah, that's what he's asking about, but Potros is able to dump it out, buy him some time to regather himself here, and it'll be another Kalonji throw-in down the right wing. Thrown in quickly. One-on-one. Potros going to come out on this one. It's Dadinho. Dadinho down line. Wanted to pick a man out, but that is a brilliant slide tackle there. And Bomio couldn't quite tap that one around the defense. Back into Valenzuela. Valenzuela evaluating his options, pressed pretty hard, and it is just taken over the touchline.
There was that chance for Morello, just as Davis mentioned, on the American football crossbar.
A lot of hands on the back there from Valenzuela, and he will be called for the foul. And just one card issued here today so far. It did go to Dedinho for delaying a restart. And Bomio high pressing here, but Kalonji content to just wait on their moment.
Not a lot of shots in this game so far, 2 apiece. Here's a chance for Potros.
This is a big one here towards Ruiz, but it's just a little bit too strong. He won't quite get to it. Macias. This one's actually going to stay in. Macias was trying to wait on it, or excuse me, wrong line there. It actually does go over the touchline. A little difficult to see.
Right, it's the gray line on the field.
It's a gray line that we can barely see, and we're 10 feet away from it.
Right.
This one being worked around. Back out wide. It's Dedinho. Dedinho. Back out, served in, header's there, header's just off. Oh my goodness, and Bomio's gonna want to redo on that one. Wow, a prime opportunity is wayward.
It was an excellent cross there from Dedinho to find the space in behind. Or sorry, it was actually Ruiz who got the cross. Switching over to that far side. It was a perfect cross to find in Bomio on the back post, and header just wide of the goal.
Out wide it goes. Looking for options, finds a direct ball here. Quickly back. Carr expressing his frustration there. He wants options. Didn't quite have them. The switch is mistimed. It's just quickly headed out there by Jallo.
A couple of key players missing from this Potros squad, as Eric Graham, Omar Barrow were not available for this match. Pedro Lima still out with injury, hoping to be back for the playoffs next week. And then a couple of players who have been part of the squad were not eligible for this match due to the roster deadlines for U.S. Open Cup. So Danny Morera and Amadou Danfa were not able to be added to the roster.
Big challenge in the midfield here. Good first touch. Ball played out. It's Ruiz. Ruiz wants options. Can't quite pick one out. It's quickly played back over here. Ruiz trying to win it back, but I believe they're going to call the step from behind from Mbomio there. So with the foul here, it'll be a free kick in the defensive third for Kalonji here. 32nd minute, Chris. Like you said, not too many shots, just 2 apiece from these squads here. Both of Potros's came in the first 5 minutes. Well, yeah, I guess they have a third one now at this point with the header. It was off target.
Both with very good opportunities as well. Only one save having to be made from Cameron Verona with that quick reaction save from Thierry Jules in the 11th minute. But other than that, the keepers haven't had much to do.
Yeah, you can credit Verona for this game still being level, as Dedinho trampled over. Will not get a foul call here.
There's Jules once again winning that one, but this is going to be a little bit too far, I believe.
And I believe we're going to get a foul here.
Yeah, foul called against Medard.
It was Medard trying to tap it around Jallo there, and instead only found his head. Foul is given. Potros wants to play this one long. Big switch over to Ruiz once more. Dumps it back middle. Miscommunication between Dedinho.
But Dedinho does end up bringing it down. Here's Morello.
Morello thought about shooting. Instead, will go out wide to Macias. Chance to serve in here. Right-footed service towards the back post. No one there. Valenzuela might have the opportunity to recycle. Cuts back hard, recycled back into the box. That's a back heel. It's off the post. Oh my goodness, what a save. Morello flicked it with the back heel, and Maynard got just enough with that right hand. It might even have been off the crossbar. We'll get another look at it, but my goodness, what a save.
That would have been one of the goals of the season, not only for the importance of this match, but also just the way that he improvised that shot with the back heel.
Oh, yeah, he got just enough of it, did Maynard, and it's off of the crossbar and back out. Morello, a brilliant little flick to even turn that one goalwards, let alone, bro, the where he slotted it is, that's a big shot that is off target.
And that was Kalonji, Bruno Kalonji's son. Just slipped as he was turning to take that shot. He might have come from an offside position, but obviously from our angle, it was hard to tell.
Yeah, Medard dropped it off to him there, and I was with you. I thought maybe he was in an offside position, but lost his footing, still came pretty close. It's been dangerous opportunity after dangerous opportunity, but yet we are still 0-0. Here, gotta figure, Chris, that we'll get some added time after the injury to the Potros center back. Cedinho, good first touch.
Yeah, we're probably looking at about 2 minutes at this point. We'll see as the game continues in this first half if anything else would add to that.
Ruiz, back to Macias. Macias, a little bit heavy there. They'll get it back out to Ruiz. Looking at his options, thought about switching it. Instead, we'll go back to Bradshaw. Forward, that was a heavy ball to ask Macias to touch. But the Kalonji forwards get tangled up on themselves, and it's back out to Ruiz. He's had a couple good services already. Thinks about cutting inside. Left-footed cross there. Didinho's there. Oh, my goodness, just a little mistimed. I don't think Didinho even got a touch to it, but, man, it was close.
Just a few inches away from Didinho, but good work from Potros again. Winning it back immediately after being dispossessed, and then Ruiz looking for that half space just to put a ball into the back post, and Didinho just couldn't get to it in time. But a great ball there from Kevin Ruiz.
Chris, the right back, got a little bit confused. He saw his man in front of him, and he lost track of Didinho on his back. Unmarked towards that back post. That is a great 50-50 ball won there by Jules. Kalonji can't make much of it. It's another back heel flick on. That is straight through the back, and that will be whistled.
Yeah, hard challenge there from Ben Davies, the right back of Kalonji Pro-Profile. Probably, from my experience, one of the least common names I've seen from the Kalonji's lineup. Not as familiar with him. The rest of the squad.
Don't think I've ever called Davies before.
Right, the rest of the squad have been pretty much mainstays throughout the last couple of seasons.
Irving, Demez, and Carr, the remainder of that back line, are staples of this Kalonji team. So Paul's lined up over this one. Uranga directing traffic next to him. This will be a long service into the 18 from about 55 yards. Played towards Maynard. Oh, he drops it. It's off the head of a Potros forward, and there will be a foul, maybe? I think they're going to call Didinho on the foul. Maynard did not have sure hands there, Chris. He went to bring it down and actually slammed it off the head of a Potros forward. Yeah, off of Didinho.
Yeah, not sure who the foul was called on. It looked like maybe something where the players just kind of came together, but I did not see a foul in that. Yeah, oh, here's Morello.
Possession. Morello trying to work it back. Leaves it for Ruiz. It hits his own man. I guess it's a shot blocked by your teammate there. Is Kalonji trying to counterattack? Oh, that's a pair of fouls on Potros there as they try to slow down the counter. You could call that one on Bradshaw or Macias.
So 37 minutes gone. This is just about the game that you would probably expect. A very physical battle, back and forth. Two teams who are at the top of Georgia at this level. And we will see if either of these teams can break the deadlock before halftime as we reach the final 8 minutes, plus probably a few have added.
Yeah, I would have to agree. Looks like they did go with the second foul. So they went with the foul on Bradshaw here, and that's where the free kick position is. Played out long. Nobody finds the first head, and then a big clearance. It was Jallo that just slammed that one back upfield. high press. Broken well. Out to Carr. Carr trying to pick out the runner there. Can't quite do it. Believe that was intended for Kalonji. He was saying he wanted it at his feet. Carr wanted to play it through. That's a missed touch, but I don't think Mbamio was expecting that.
Yeah, he wasn't able to control it.
It's a good fight from Assis here, but he is going to get beat. He might have to pull the defender just to make up for it, and Uranga's just going to take that one, and that's going to be a yellow. Curious to see what the ruling is, if he felt he was trying to delay a counter, if he feels it was excessive contact in the back. I know Uranga's pleading his case. There's been a lot of hard fouls here today already.
Yeah, it was right in front of us. It definitely looked... we have to see. I'm going to see the other angle, but I don't think it was even a foul, if anything. And it went around the player to the ball, full contact on the ball. Can understand if he didn't make contact with the ball. We'll see it one more time. Here,
the advantage was being played on Macias, yeah. Ref went straight to the yellow card here.
So now Uranga's going to have to be careful.
Oh, this is going to be a talking to for Kalonji here. Might be explaining something.
So a little bit of
forward.
Potros will feel a bit harsh, especially after there was no card on the one against Paul earlier from Tamimi's bicycle kick attempt.
It's 40th minute. Kalonji, this is a threatening ball. 35 yards out. Right-footed swing. Looks like it'll be a near post run if I had to guess. Kalonji sneaking forward. It looks like he'll be the man they pick out. Again, Jules towers over almost everyone in that box. Might go back post to him. It is towards that back post. It's headed off of Uranga, and then Verona is forced to tap it over. So corner coming for Kalonji Pro-Profile here as we take a second look at this ball. It's dangerous. No white head near it. But almost an unfortunate mishap there as Uranga can only play it backwards. That's a brilliant save from Verona. No, it doesn't get credited as one, but it should. 41st minute. Temperature starting to drop out here as well, Chris. It is significantly colder than when we started.
I've already had to throw on my third layer. I had a little bit of shivers. I don't know if it's the nerves or if it's the cold.
A little bit of everything here. It'll be a right-footed corner. Swung front post, wanted to pick out Jules, won't quite get to him. Chance to play it out for Potros, and they do. They hold too high, but it's quickly played back into the box. Oh, wow, it was an attempted header back.
Yeah, but the flag went up for offside before then.
Might have been fortunate for Jules there because he collided with Verona there and inadvertently kicked him in the stomach. That's a dangerous ball. It's a dangerous header. Ooh, saw it coming, did Jules. Demez did a good job to recycle that ball to begin with. Chris Potros got it out and he served it right back in.
Yeah, referee deemed Jules in an offside position, said that he impacted the defender's ability to play the ball even though he didn't make contact with the ball, as Paul headed that ball back to Verona.
I believe that is the correct ruling as well. Davies to play this one down line, picked out Jules, flicked on with the back heel, and then headed right back where it came from. This one being bounced around. Ruiz going to have a chance to go track this down. Won't quite get there, and Mbamio was ready central. If it could have come through, Potros high press, forces a turnover. It's Valenzuela. Back to Ruiz. This has been the sweet spot for Potros here. They like this matchup against Carr. Another one steps out here to press. Yeah, Ruiz really likes that one-on-one with Carr, and I wouldn't be surprised if Kalonji continued to send two, as that's an errant pass. Giveaway by Bradshaw in the midfield, but it's a good recovery from him to slow down the counter.
Bradshaw's had a couple of giveaways in the middle. He'll need to get his game together at halftime. Gotta be a little bit stronger in that middle against this Kalonji team, especially with how quickly they can catch you on the counter.
Powolowski was the one to step the defensive midfielder out wide. for Ruiz. Again, curious to see if that becomes a thing in the second half. Kalonji wanted a foul, not going to get it. That's a big step from Uranga here as the center back's out off his defensive line here. Potros will sink back to cover for him as he works his way back. This is a good ball down line. Macias not able to get there. First touch service, trying to pick out Jules. It's headed straight up. Excuse me, this is Jules who will head it, and Verona will make the save. Had the wrong number on that first header. Do apologize here as it's quick restart long ball. Headed back towards Potros here. 3v4. Dedinho out to Mbamio. Mbamio around the slide tackle. Has the option to switch it here. Macias had the opportunity to make the run, but instead it's Valenzuela to Ruiz. Little bit of a miscommunication on who's making that run, and it will be shielded out the back for a goal kick. 44th minute here, as we do have a Kalonji player down well behind the play. I believe it's the original foul. Yeah, the original foul that Kalonji wanted. That player is still down behind the play as we take another look at that service.
Yeah, I believe it's
Colin Kalonji.
Kalonji.
Yeah.
Yep. He went down right in front of the ref. Ref saw it all the way through. It was right in front of us as well. From my point of view, did not see much contact. Looks like he went down pretty easily. And it looks like Kalonji will make a sub now.
So it might be more of an injury-related thing than looking for a foul. He did not get up through that entire sequence.
Yeah, could have been the way that he made contact with the ground.
And it's right before halftime too. An interesting time to sub. We're in the 45th minute. Again, we assume maybe 1 or 2 minutes of extra time here.
And I believe the player who came in was number 10, Blake White. We'll get confirmation
Take a look
on
when
that.
White turns his back to us here. White would fill the exact same role that Kalonji had been in.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of rotation in that front line for Kalonji. The 4 players. We've seen Medard on the far side. Now he's on the near side here. We've seen Tamimi in a deeper role. Now he's the furthest player forward. So definitely a lot of rotation between that front 4 of Kalonji. One name we haven't really called is Tony Tiente, who's playing in the midfield. Former Atlanta United 2 player. One of the leaders of this team for Kalonji.
Miss hit from Bradshaw. Finds its way back to a black jersey there. A pair of touches from Ruiz as he tries to work this one down the line. Left-footed ball through. Trying to pick out Dedinho, but Maynard had it read well off his line. It's a dangerous run there. That diagonal run through the back. That ball spinning away from the keeper.
As we're now in added time, we'll try to see if we can get an indication of how much time was added. Haven't seen any signals or anything at this point.
I'd assume 2 minutes, maybe at the most 3. We've had multiple injuries.
Can see the 4th officials communicating with the bench, but not seeing any numbers being held up at the moment.
Excuse me, Kalonji throw in, headed right back out for yet another throw in here. I'm with you, Chris. Have not seen any indication of the amount of time we'll get. This one forward to Mbamio. Mbamio to the midfield and then out wide to Ruiz. Potros has loved this. It's Ruiz once more. Overlapping run. Has Macias outside. Great move in. Played back out by Valenzuela to Macias. Macias first touch. Macias slips on the ball. Valenzuela gets in there. They'll rule it clean. Oh, as Potros' players collide, that's Ruiz and Macias that ran into each other.
And Carr going down super easily there. Trying to... Actually, that's not Carr. I believe that's actually Demise.
That is Demise there that did go down right in front of the AR, who immediately said not a foul.
And from our angle right here, we can see that there really wasn't any contact. He stuck his leg out to try to block the clearance.
Yeah, we had a second look at that from our multi-cam angles there, and little to no contact on that side.
Referee Mustafa Mahoud with some difficult calls. There's been a couple of penalty shouts. We'll see that one just a second ago on the tackle on Pedro Valenzuela as the ball came into the box by Caden Macias. Macias got through one. He slipped there, and then Valenzuela stepped across, but really nothing in it. Play continues on. Here's Medard. Forced out by Caden Macias.
Kalonji looking for these fouls. They're not going to get them.
You can hear the crowd loving the physicality of this game.
We've got all of the Potros faithful directly behind us and to our left, and then to our right you've got a healthy number of Kalonji supporters. Again, a couple hundred people here, Chris, and it's only gotten deeper since the last time I turned around. Two and a half minutes in. Excuse me, 3.5 minutes in. 2 added time here. I mean, I thought this would end up being the maximum that we would get. Maybe a 4th minute here. Potros might need to get this one in quickly.
And that last shot there, you can see Carr and Mbomio exchanging words, exchanging touches. That's how this game has gone. We saw one with Mbomio and Kamani Irving earlier.
See this long throw into the box. They will whistle.
Yeah, they called the foul on Sebi Morello.
Yeah, they're calling on Morello there, and then Ruiz just played that one away, maybe trying to waste some time, and the ref not going to appreciate that one here.
And Morello stepped across to the ref, was signaling as if he was saying that the Kalonji player was grabbing his shirt.
Yeah, that's what he wanted. 4 minutes now of added time here, as this is a really, really long ball. It's actually going to get to the feet of Jules. Jules' first time shot, that was not going to come off there as he only finds the upright, and that whistle does signal halftime. So it was 4 minutes and some change for our added time. We'll head to a break here at Shiloh High School in Gwinnett County, just outside of Atlanta. It's 0-0.
So a good half there. 2 teams back and forth, just what you'd expect, a physical battle. Potros with 2 yellow cards. They'll have to be careful in the second half, but we'll be back to bring you that. We'll bring you some of the halftime highlights here in just a moment as well, so stick around, and we'll be back to bring you that second half shortly. So as we get ready for the second half, we're going to take a look at some of the highlights from this first half. So took about all of halftime to save the file. That's how exciting this first half was. So we'll start here with the save from Cameron Verona in the 11th minute. Probably the best opportunity for Kalonji Pro-Profile. We'll get to it in just a second.
Yeah, this is a brilliant save from Verona, Chris. I mean, it's you can say it's one of the reasons we're still 0-0 here.
Yeah, Cameron Verona, who had we're actually going to start with an opportunity. This was an offside called on Kevin Ruiz, and then quickly after that, this was just a few seconds later, was this chance. But in the last round against Atletico Buford, Cameron Verona had that man of the match performance with 3 incredible saves. He's made 2 tonight. This one was the first one. Incredible foot save right in front of goal against Thierry Jules. Shortly after, Kalonji was really growing into this game, had another opportunity there, not able to keep it down.
Yeah, that's a really good chance there for Kalonji. They're going to have a couple that they want back in this game. Not the best striking as far as that final third. That was a controversial play, Chris, that we saw in the first half. 50-50, kind of how you put it, live action. It looked a little clean. It looks worse on that replay.
Yeah, it was definitely a close one. The referee was right there. The fans were not happy about it. This was the yellow card shown to Darinho for blocking the free kick from Kalonji Pro-Profile. A good tackle there from Kwesi Paul, who took one himself from the corner kick. This was that one from Kareem Tamimi, who came up for the bicycle kick, catches Kwesi Paul there. No card was shown on that call. Kwesi Paul had to get some attention. Teams are lined up here on the field, so we might cut back to it, but we'll see how many more of these as Kalonji Pro-Profile still in the huddle. We had this one from Sebi Morello on the throw-in, thrown to him on the front post. He got his head to it, was not able to keep it down. And so it's really been a back-and-forth game. Here was probably the best opportunity for Potros in the first half. This backheel pass from Darinho, finding Kevin Ruiz, who found the far side, and the header from Mbomio right in front of goal. The diving header was just off. So we'll get back into the game here as we get ready for the second half.
Back to live action indeed. We rejoin Shiloh High School here in Gwinnett County, Georgia, just outside of Atlanta. Potros is in the black, trimmed in gold. They'll be moving from right to left this time. Again, this is Kalonji's home pitch. They are in all white, black numbers. They're going left to right, and it's a quick restart. Long ball from the back line from Uranga. Wants to pick out Darinho. Carr going to have a different idea than that. Again, Chris, we started the night around 65 degrees. It was a little bit warmer here. I was in a T-shirt and no jacket. Now the sweatshirt, the beanie look broken out here. It's 51 here in Duluth, or excuse me, here in Snellville.
Yeah, temperatures dropping on the weather, but not dropping on the field. As there has to be a winner today. If this game ends in a draw, it will go into 2 15-minute extra time periods and then penalty kick shootout if needed.
And folks, if you're just joining us, this is a high-stakes game for both of these teams. The winner punches their ticket to the 2026 U.S. Open Cup. And again, we've got to have a winner here. There is no other option for that. The winner will be the first team from the Georgia UPSL to qualify for the U.S. Open Cup, so history also on the line.
And it's a great opportunity because as you advance through that tournament, you get the opportunity to play against professional sides. Teams from the USL, from MLS will enter into the later stages of the tournament, and it will be a great opportunity for either of these clubs to try to go as far as they can to match up against those type of opponents, which is ultimately what they signed up for when they joined in the UPSL, to try to play at the highest level possible.
Both teams would love to capitalize on this opportunity. Throw-in is headed back out. We'll advance about 15 yards forward and give it another go.
As we take a look, only one change in the game so far. That was Blake White, who entered right at the end of the first half for Kalonji.
Big shot here is wayward. That was Tamimi with the first shot of the second half. It is off target.
A few of the Kalonji Pro-Profile players, not sure if they made an appearance in the Open Cup, but they were part of Atlanta United 2, who have participated in the Open Cup. So some players who might have already been at that level trying to help Kalonji get there. So it will be interesting to see. Tamimi and Tony Tiente are the ones on the field today who were part of that Atlanta United 2 squad in MLS Next Pro.
Who's going to be the hero? That is the name of the game today. All of these 22 players would love the opportunity to play in the U.S. Open Cup. As Jules, who's had arguably the best look for Kalonji here, knocked off the ball by Valenzuela, but it will be a throw-in. Jules takes it quickly, thrown towards the box, bounced around. Valenzuela tries to clear it, can't quite get it out. It's bounced around once more, and then finally headed on by Macis, but he can't get it too far there. Not a great ball, Valenzuela. And Ruiz trying to stay on it. It's Macis now beaten down the side. Uranga beaten down the side. This one tried to make its way into the 18, but it will just be a corner. I believe that was Valenzuela who recovered and blocked that cross.
Third corner of the match, all of them to Kalonji Pro-Profile as they continue to put the pressure on. They've got a pretty full bench today. They've not had a full bench for most of the season in UPSL. They don't always have a full bench. They've got Bruno Kalonji there on the sideline as well, leading the team today.
5 white jerseys in the box here. Potros holds just Dedinho high as the corner's taken short. No service as of yet. Right-footed towards the box. Bounced around. No one able to possess this one yet. Dangerous ball finally comes to fruition, but that shot almost leaves the leaves the entire track completely. It's Kalonji. The first 2 opportunities of the second half, neither on frame.
Verona thought about the short pass. Now he's looking to go long. Potros will push their lines forward.
Carr wins the header. Bounced around a pair of times, trying to pick out Jules here. He is in an offside position. Flag is up, and it'll be brought back for offsides.
Caden Macias there on the right back position. He's been one of the informed players for Potros with 4 assists in the last 4 matches. And a goal as well in one of those. The 19-year-old who joined this season came from the Juventus Academy.
A lot of talent out on this pitch. Free kicks finds its way to Valenzuela. Out to Macias. Has Ruiz as an option. Cuts inwards. Left-footed ball into the box. Can't quite find anybody here. Now it's Kalonji looking to counterattack. Valenzuela slows that transition, wins the possession. Out wide to Dedinho. Dedinho's played hero many times in the UPSL. He'd love to do it today. That one, a slide tackle also off of Dedinho there.
Another player who's been in really good form lately. Got the winning goal in the last round against Atletico Buford with that late penalty kick. Went on to score in the next 3 matches.
Oh, a lot of jersey on that. Yeah, and it's going to go against Kalonji there. A fistful of jersey there by Tamimi. Bradshaw almost had his last name on the front.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Bradshaw adjusts in the second half. He's been one of the players that Kalonji Pro-Profile has been targeting, putting pressure on him and forcing a couple of turnovers. I'm sure Frankie Ruiz would have had a chat with him at halftime.
The center back, Paul, stands over it. He has a number of options here. Right-footed ball into the box, towards the back post. Bending back in, just to the hands of Maynard there.
And that time Maynard holds on to it.
It's Maynard quick to restart this attack. Uranga heads it back where it comes from. Now over to Jules. Jules heads it along, but only to Ruiz, who flicks it back towards that Kalonji back line. High press from Bomio results in Kalonji just giving that one away for a throw-in.
A long throw there from Ruiz, finding Mbomio. Can't get around Kamani Irving, and Mbomio slips.
Footing there, that'll negate the high press. Macis, a little bit heavy on the touch, difficult ball to deal with. Good move there from Bradshaw. Bradshaw with advantage given. Over to Ruiz. Potros has loved that right wing. Ruiz, left-footed, into the box. It was blocked originally. It will go down as a shot on goal. But good work there from Kalonji to not let that ball get through cleanly. We start out the back. It's Davies. Forward to Jules. Touchdown and a big right-footed switch, though Massis will be able to get there.
I will say this back line has had difficulty dealing with those balls forward to Thierry Jules. It's not often that you see Kwesi Paul losing out on aerial battles.
Yeah. That was Tamimi there on the big switch. He wanted to pick up Medard. Potros wants to high press, doesn't want to give him too much time. This one down the wing, Massis, feed for peace. Uranga has to step. Uranga forces him towards the touchline, and it will go out the back for a goal kick. No, it will be a corner, excuse me.
It was a little hard to tell when Uranga got the touch if the ball had already crossed the line or not, at least from where we're standing. Didn't get a chance to see it from the broadcast view.
And if you're just joining us, we are actually down on the field. We are field level, so we are not up in the press booth. So difficult for us to see. Might even be better for you at home here. But either way, it's a Kalonji corner, right-footed swing into the box. Ooh, does find a white jersey, but it's quickly played back out. Follow-up shot is blocked in the chaos. Oh my goodness, it's going to be a penalty. Wow, it is going to be a penalty. We'll see who the card goes to.
Well, take a look at it again.
Okay, the card, the yellow card is shown to Paul. So I'm assuming that's who they call the handball on.
No, it looks like the handball came off of Bradshaw as we look at it again. We can take a look again, but...
Yeah, we'll get a second look here.
It came off of Bradshaw, but his arms are by his side. I mean, we have to see... Let's see it again.
Ball's played back out. Played back into the box.
It hits right off of his knee and then bounces up off of his arm. His arms are by his side the entire time. That is a poor decision from the referee.
Yeah, not too sure about that one here.
A very poor decision. As you can see from the replay, the ball hits off of the knee of Bradshaw. His arm is by his side the entire time. We'll see it once again. And then bounces off. The referee was on a side view. And now Cameron Verona will have to face off here. Grant Carr, I believe, is the one stepping up for it.
It is Carr. Carr sets, and it's on the whistle. Does Verona have him red, or does Carr bury this one? Went the right direction, but it's still in the back of the net. Kalonji leads 1-0.
So Kalonji with a lead here, thanks to a penalty that was very controversial. We'll see it one more time. But now Potros will have to face an uphill battle as they face the as the fans invade the pitch. Potros looking to respond right away, putting the ball forward. Flicked on by Morello.
done well here by Bradshaw. Looking to go back across. Darinho wins the corner. So it's a corner for Darinho here. Opportunity to swing this one in. Would be an immediate leveling opportunity for Potros here.
This is only the second time this season that Potros has been behind in a game. They've come back the other time, punched away.
Out by Maynard.
They'll have to fight against the adversity here with a penalty kick call that was an incorrect decision. But at this level, there's no VAR, there's no help. They have to go with the decision on the field. Here comes Jallo.
Into the box coming here. Only finds the head of a Kalonji player here. Second service.
Bouncing ball, but he gets it in.
18, not hit by Ruiz. Corralled by Potros. Out wide. Swung into the box. Ruiz got to head to it, but it is off near post.
So Kalonji Pro-Profile with the 1-0 lead, thanks to the penalty kick from Grant Carr. Finished into that bottom corner. Verona went the right way, but couldn't get his hands to it. And now Potros in a position where they have to come back from behind if they want to get into the U.S. Open Cup. They've come this far in a perfect record on the season in all competitions. They had to fight back against Scenic City a couple weeks ago in Chattanooga. They won that game late thanks to Caden Macias. And
flag stays down here. That's a big collision on the back line, and that will draw a foul.
Uranga, who was kicked after the play, after he cleared the ball. See if we get that one. I don't know if we got it in time. Yeah, we did. So ball played forward. Uranga got in the way. He blocked the ball with his face and then took a kick in the process.
It's a correct decision to keep the flag down. Uranga did keep him on sides there. Verona's going to look to play this one long. Still plenty of time. 60th minute here at Shiloh High School. Long ball. Finds the head of a pro-profile player here. Might be cleared out, and it will be. This one's towards Theory Jules. Bradshaw trying to fight for it. Tried to get it to Valenzuela. Couldn't quite do it. Forward is in here behind, but it's a good recovery from Uranga here. He's also able to turn. Aggressive choice, and it's going to be out for a Potros throw-in here.
Good work there from Uranga. He had to be very careful on a yellow card not to commit a foul. He got all the ball.
Tamimi flexed good speed to get back behind there, but it was a good recovery. Downline to Darinho, cut out well there by Davies. Ref removing some fans. Long throw in here is headed right back where it came from, and let's try that a second time. Quickly retaken, quickly thrown back in, headed up into the 18, bounced around, opportunity there, but it's quickly slammed back out by Carr. Uranga and Tamimi. Once more, Uranga gets the best of him yet again. So it will be a throw in for Potros.
That matchup is turning out to be a pretty back and forth one between Tamimi and Uranga.
Oh, hard challenge from behind. They'll reel it clean. The car went straight through the back of a man.
Now the foul's called.
Now they will call it. Okay. Center wanted to give Potros a chance to play on there. Potros was fine to just take the foul. They're going to mark off 10 here. This is a dangerous spot. About 34 yards from goal. Puts a 16 from the top of the box. Left-footed. Swung in. Good pace. Headed straight up. Potros will be first to it. Two pressing.
It's Kwesi Paul.
Turn. Paul left-footed. A little bit too close to Maynard there. And he'll fall on top of that one with safe hands.
A center back who had come forward for the free kick, finding himself in a crossing position.
Macis will run onto this one, has the safe feet of Verona behind him. Verona wastes no time playing this one forward. Dedinho does not win that header. Bounce back around, played out wide. Good speed to keep it in. Medard wants to go down line, gets around Paul. Medard into the box, it's bounced around, and Uranga plays it back out.
I believe it took a touch off Jallo on its way through as well.
I agree. Big turn here. Plays it back to Carr, who snuck forward here. Now onto the wing. Back to Carr, and it'll be a reset here. So Irving wanted to go over the top. Not quite going to get that to work, though. I don't think that Jallo knew he had a man on behind there. Davies now trying to work this around. Ooh, caught Dedinho cheating a little bit there. Thought he was going to play it back. Instead, he's able to just full turn. And it's a good challenge there from Jallo, wins the ball as well. Again, if you're just joining us, healthy crowd here behind us, split pretty evenly between Potros and Kalonji, despite this being Kalonji's home field.
And I'm sure there are
crowd a little bit younger.
And I'm pretty sure there are a lot of neutrals here as well who came out to see this game.
Yeah, this is a big game. Around Atlanta, again, we're just outside of the city limits up in Gwinnett County, one of the largest counties in Georgia. Pretty easy to get here from all over the state if you wanted to see some good semi-professional soccer. Foul called there. I believe they whistled. Double check that there. I believe they whistled Blake White. Again, White, the only sub in this game, was not a tactical sub. It was an injury sub with about 20 seconds left before we went to extra time. Uranga to the box. Maynard, big hands. This is going to be a free shot for somebody. Ooh, that is a heavy touch, and it will not result in anything. Kalonji going to look to counter here. A lot of white jerseys coming forward. Speaking of white jerseys, one went down easily. Bradshaw wins it back. Valenzuela out wide to Ruiz. Ruiz, they've loved this matchup. It's Ruiz, still Ruiz, tries to chip it through. That should be a handball, and it's going to be. It is just outside of the 18, so it is not a penalty. Yeah, if you're going to call a handball on the earlier one, this is definitely a handball here. Take a look at Bradshaw winning this ball. It's Valenzuela out wide to Ruiz. They have loved this matchup, Chris, out here, and it's going to award them a free kick in a dangerous spot, and that is definitely a handball.
Yeah, it was the outstretched arm of Kamani Irving who had stepped forward. His arm was behind him. Another one that was maybe slightly controversial, definitely more than the one that was given as a penalty kick. But now a chance from the free kick. Kwesi Paul stepping up behind it, as well as Kevin Ruiz.
Potros has picked on Irving all night with Ruiz. Powolowski had been stepping up from that defensive midfield position. They've been almost pressing Ruiz any chance they get, but no opportunity. So two stand over it. Paul and Ruiz.
Paul looks like he wants it. A right footer and a left footer.
4-5-man wall. Jules again. Make it a 6-man wall. 6-man wall. Here we go. Ruiz, left-footed, never got on top of it, and it is well over. That's a missed opportunity for Potros there. Get the sideline. Excuse me, the overhead replay here.
You can see Maynard just stepping behind the wall, left his back post open.
Yeah.
If Ruiz would have got that on target, I'm not sure he would have got to it. He was sneaking as well. He was very tall, but don't think he would have been able to reach that. But
Maynard definitely thought that was going either under the wall or somewhere down to his left. In reality, it was headed to his top right.
Now,
not on frame, so we will never know. 67th minute, about to be the 68th.
Now
here at Shiloh High School.
Mahood will have to be managing the time wasting in this final 20 minutes as well. Making sure we get balls in quickly. Ball forward, Uranga wins the header.
Back to Valenzuela in the midfield, and then quickly played out by Kalonji. Potros throw in coming.
Here's Ruiz again.
It's Ruiz trying to work around a pair. That was a good challenge from behind. Good header from Carr, but it's only as far as Macis. Macis trying to work around one. Can't quite do it. This one's still loose around here now. This is a great ball in behind. Theory Jules on it. Theory Jules brought down from behind. Uranga's already on a yellow. This could be a second.
No, I don't think so. I don't even think.
Oh, wow. And that Kalonji player just made contact with the ref. I mean, I thought that would have been a relatively immediate yellow there.
See it again.
Yeah, it is a foul from behind. Despite the crowd's insistence, he was not the last defender, so it is not a dog-so opportunity. However, this is going to lead to a pretty good chance for Kalonji to double their lead here. Verona directs his wall. 5-man wall for Potros here.
Blake White over the free kick.
The injury sub stands over. Right-footed shot is over. And now it's 1-1 for Potros there and Kalonji. Both teams having their free kicks go over. We'll take a second look at this one here.
And
Not really too threatening to begin with.
And a couple of substitutes coming on for Potros as well from this goal kick. Verona had to stretch out for it. It's going to be...
He's going to head off.
Morello and Mbomio, the ones being replaced. I believe it's Jimmy Lee Noel and Steven Raymond who will come on.
Yeah, it is Noel coming on, that is for sure.
Yep, so Noel will step into the 10 and Raymond will step into the 9. A different type of player, Raymond, than Mbomio. More of a hold-up man, more of a target man. We'll see how they utilize him. Jimmy Lee Noel will bring a little bit more energy, but they do lose the height of Sebi Morello.
Yeah, Morello's had a pair of good chances. He's been a big target to pick out in that box.
The substitutions in this U.S. Open Cup is a little bit different than in UPSL. Both teams will have 5 substitutes and 3 substitute moments. So both Kalonji and Potros have used one of their substitute moments. They have 2 remaining. Kalonji will have 4 substitutes allowed, and Potros will have 3 remaining allowed. And then both teams also have an extra substitute in case of any injury. In case of concussion injury, if any team uses their concussion substitute, the other team will be allowed to use another substitute as well.
Long throw in here. Into the newly sub Raymond. Didn't quite get a touch. Raymond towards Cedinho. Tapped around, almost back to Ruiz, but not quite as it's played. Well back out. Assis keeps this one in. Jules is giving him trouble here. Good header one from Uranga, and it's going to be a foul on Jules. Again, the big forward went straight through the center back of Potros there. Knew it was a foul, helps him up, and we'll move on. Oh, they're going to bring this back. Wants Potros to restart it from the proper position. Valenzuela over to Ruiz. Again, they've loved this Ruiz matchup, but it is Povolotsky that stepped out. That's a great move to get past two. Ruiz over towards Cedinho there. Had a man on his back. Can't quite get it through. Now it's played back down the right wing. Trying to get to it there. It's really well done. But it will be a throw-in for Kalonji.
The remaining substitutes for Potros up on their feet, getting warm. They've got Matt Mitchell, Sean McKeever, Brendan Fry, and Sebastian Lopez, as well as Daniel Rohr as the potential options.
Gonna get a foul on Kalonji here, and it will be a free kick for Potros. He whistled Medard there before yanking down his defender.
So a controversial penalty separates the two sides. And a yellow card for Thierry Jules.
Well, this is no. This is going to be a little bit of a miscommunication here. They're going to call it a delay of restart there.
The first yellow card of the match for Kalonji Pro-Profile.
They'll give Jules the yellow.
Bruno Kalonji not happy about it on the sideline.
Paul out the back. This is a long ball towards Raymond. First header is to Kalonji. It's straight up. Noel gets ahead to it. Back towards the box. Played back out, and we're just playing ping pong with it here. Paul gets a piece of it, and that's going to be a foul. Once again, they're going to get Jules. So Uranga will swing this one in as Paul shakes off the contact. 74th minute. Likely not too much extra time as of right now. Uranga into the box. It's headed away. Clearance back out is not going to make its way all the way back out as Massis trying to keep it in. Will do so, but Potros not able to make anything happen with it just yet. Oh, Bradshaw, that's a bad giveaway. Uranga's forced to step here. There is no one in that position down the back line as Verona's going to come all the way out to play that one forward. Bradshaw forced Uranga to pop it up. Massis is not going to win that one. Oh, that was a chokehold there in the midfield area. And it will be whistled. Potros again will send numbers forward, Chris. The solution seems to be go long over the top, though it has not worked out today.
No, I was just about to say the same thing. They keep trying to put the ball into the box. They've not found success so far.
Long ball from Paul. Wants to pick out a streaking Ruiz, and he just never quite gets to it. Goal kick. For Kalonji coming here.
We're running out of time as we enter the final quarter hour of this match. They'll need a goal to at least force extra time.
Ball's brought down by Potros. Out to Dedinho. Into the back line, Ramon. Good first touch. Back to Dedinho. Now Potros starting to look more like themselves. Through ball. Down line, good pace to get to it. Swung in by Noel. Header's there, and it's not quite. It was Ramon who was there to try to put it away. Valenzuela back to it. Massis looking to recycle. Swung in with the right foot. Dedinho's there. Headed straight up. It's a dangerous ball. Ruiz! Oh, Ruiz went for it. He lined it up. You saw the wheels turning. He got a foot to it, but it's off a couple feet to the left. We'll take another look at it. It's headed straight up. He has all the space in the world, but off by more than a few feet, I should say. But
yeah, from our angle here, it looked a little bit closer than when we look at the broadcast view. But another close attempt there from Potros. They had that one from Morello in the first half, the back heel, that forced a really great save from Maynard.
A pair of Potros players collide, but then Kalonji does them a favor and loses the ball over the touchline here.
That save from Ashton Maynard in the first half against Sebi Morello with the back heel, proving to be a very important one as we get into the final stages of this match.
Davies having none of that one will just slam it back to Verona. Verona to walk it forward, wants to force Jules to at least make him do something. Played long towards Dedinho. Won well by Davies. Into the midfield, big step from Uranga there to at least poke it away. Ruiz tracking back to give pressure. It's Valenzuela on this one as well, as that should be a throw-in for Potros. Long throw-in towards Ramon. Ramon does a good job to keep this one within the bounds.
Only for a second as it's poked away by Kalonji.
Pavlovsky tapped that one out. Long throw in towards the box. Dedinho not quite there. Noel, opportunity. Noel thought about shooting, pulls it back, leaves it for Ramon. Left-footed shot is blocked. Ambitious go from there. Heavy first touch. I don't think that was meant for Noel to begin with. Noel trying to win it back and does. Good challenge there. Noel has options. Had Dedinho. Instead, he'll slow it down. Wants to pick out Ruiz. Oh, Ruiz making a run in. Meanwhile, that ball's headed back out.
Don't think that was the contact that Jimmy Lee Noel was looking for. And got to keep an eye on Macias, as with that last throw in, he had a little bit of a limp. Not sure what exactly happened, but he seems to be moving fine now, as he's fought off the ball there on the far side by Jules, but wins the throw in.
Macias knocked off the ball, but he will be awarded the throw in. Valenzuela, that ball is blocked. That's actually headed towards Maynard there. It was a cross that caught a defender. It ends up in the hands of the Kalonji Pro-Profile goalkeeper. That is a really well done effort there to win that ball. Ramon, nowhere to go with it though. Has it dispossessed, and then that is a bad foul from Potros there on a player that was already losing the ball. That was Jallo.
Last-ditch effort to try to stop the ball from progressing. Just got all the player.
79th minute. 1-0 in favor of the homestanding Kalonji. Long ball. Over the top. Uranga's got to be careful on that yellow. Does a good job to force a heavy touch. Valenzuela now looking to play it forward, but he can only play it out.
Just ran out of space there on the far side.
Throw in, going down line. Macias was pushed from behind. I think he thought he was getting the foul. He did not. Bradshaw heads this one towards Ruiz. Ruiz does a good job to keep it in. Ramon does not get a first touch, but it's given away once more. This ball's dangerous forward. Dedinho is onside. The flag stays down. Trying to fight back through the Kalonji defense, but that is a great defensive effort from Des Moines. Good step from Tamimi there. Ball into the box. No one there to shoot it, though. It will get back and stay in the 18. Cheeky little back heel. Played back up top. Opportunity here. Opportunity. Shot. Blocked. Cleared back out. Fans want a handball. They're not going to get it, but they will get it on this one.
Yeah, it was off of the chest of Kwesi Paul. We could see it clearly from where we're standing. But the physicality of Kalonji Pro-Profile, keeping them with the 1-0 lead. You saw the athleticism there from Demise to come back and recover against Dedinho, who had his final action in the game. He's now being replaced.
Two subs here. Ruiz and Dedinho will head off.
It'll be Sean McKeever and Matt Mitchell who replace them. So two new forwards, a brand new front line for Potros. Now McKeever, Raymond, and Mitchell, the three of the oldest players in the squad, trying to use their experience to get Potros back in this one. Only Kwesi Paul outranks Sean McKeever for the oldest players in the squad. 38, 35, and 29 on the front line.
Can the veterans provide Potros some relief? It's towards Raymond. Bounced around. Valenzuela trying to bring it down. Can't quite do it.
There's McKeever winning it back, but can't find his teammate. Uranga once again stepping in the way. And a foul on Macias.
Uranga whistled for the foul.
I believe it was Macias who committed the foul as Uranga was bringing the ball down. Macias had made the contact with the Kalonji player off of the ball. So Potros now with 4 substitutes made. They have 1 remaining and 1 opportunity to make it. Kalonji still with only the 1 sub, I believe.
Kalonji, long ball into the box, wants to pick out Jules, almost. Actually might have found the head of Jules. Yeah, it did. We'll go out for a goal kick. So that is a shot there. Potros being ushered forward here. They'll hold 4 high. To the midfield it goes. Oh, Mitchell wanted to give some space. Instead, defender just steps straight through him there. Well done through. Good physicality for Mitchell to win this one back. Over to Valenzuela. Has a man on behind. Valenzuela. Ooh. Less than stellar ball out wide to McKeever as this one's going to bounce away. And time continues to tick off the clock.
This was that opportunity for Thierry Jules from that free kick. As Verona jumped up for it, Jules just got higher and got his head to it, but it was wide of the goal.
Nearing the 84th minute as this one's bounced around the midfield. Bradshaw heads this one out. Into the 84th we go. Potros, 6 minutes to find an equalizer. And force 2 extra 15-minute periods, and should we still be tied after that, we'll head to PKs. This one over to McKeever. He didn't actually find a touch, and then it's cleared off of Noel. So it'll be a throw-in again for Kalonji. Potros has them pinned back.
Get away from me.
You have to continue the press. You cannot let them escape.
Grant Carr to take the throw, his penalty goal, the difference in the game so far.
Header from McKeever towards Raymond. Pair of good touches from Noel, surrounded by white jerseys. Noel back to Massis. Massis has 2 white jerseys on him, and he's fouled hard. And don't be surprised if you see Potros try to restart this quickly and send numbers into the box.
They'll leave Jallo back and Macias. Believe that's Noel who steps forward to take it. Paul, Bradshaw, and Uranga go into the box.
So here we go. Into the box. Trying to pick out a Potros jersey. They did, but the header just a little bit too weak.
Uranga tried to step across, but the Kalonji player did well to shield him off and allow Maynard to pick it up.
They got ahead to it. This is a sprinter in behind. Verona off his line will grab it. Very well done from him near the edge of his box, and he'll send it right back where it came from. Got to win a 50 ball here. No one finds a touch originally. McKeever with time and space. McKeever with options. Out wide. Thought about serving it on the first touch, but that is an extremely heavy touch, and Potros forward just removed off the ball. It was Noel.
He had the chance to send the cross. He decided to take the extra touch to try to get a little bit closer, but he put himself in the situation where the Kalonji player was able to get in between and let it go out for a goal kick. That little second of hesitation is making the difference, and it's been throughout the game. Kalonji's defended extremely well against Potros. They've played to their strengths, defending the long balls into the box.
This one will make its way to Thierry Jules. Jules, options. Jules around one. Jules goes down easy. Oh, and then a clear foul from behind, and that's going to be a yellow. I believe that is to Mimi. It is. Frustration foul there from Tamimi, maybe for Jules not getting either of those calls. But it's a questionable decision making from Tamimi there. No real reason to give Potros the foul there. Substitution just made.
So Daniel Rohr entering the game.
Jallo exited from the near side.
Yep, so Daniel Rohr, another target forward to add one last bit of a chance to attack with 3 minutes remaining of regular time.
The shape for Potros is going to be interesting, but you know they're just throwing everybody forward. Foul whistled there on Valenzuela.
So it looks like Bradshaw moves into the left back position. Rohr will go into the midfield. Roar actually stepping forward. So they'll leave Valenzuela as the deepest midfielder. Noel and Raymond will play in behind Roar, and Roar will be the furthest player forward. Macias wins the free kick there.
It's a foul against Kalonji. 88th minute in Gwinnett County.
A little bit of a delay as a Kalonji staff member threw another ball back onto the field. Referee addressing it before getting the play back underway.
Roar tracked back heel to Valenzuela. Through ball attempt is cut out, bounced around well here. Noel trying to win it, can't quite do it. Valenzuela back on ball. Potros can't quite get it back, and now it's a fast break incoming here for Kalonji. Counterattack is on into the 18. Got to be careful here. Shot is pulled to the left. Never any real danger. '89th minute.
Uranga not happy as he was brought down off of the ball by Thierry Jules. You should be able to see it here on the replay. And now the referee will hand over to the fourth official. You can see there, Uranga was brought down by Jules. Referee missed it. And then from the wide angle, Medard tried to get the cross in. Or tried to get the shot in.
Not too sure what the delay therefore is, but we are nearing extra time. 90th minute coming. Oh, the ref's going into his book here. Are we going to book a Potros player? We are.
It's Jimmy Lee Noel.
So something happened behind the play that resulted in the booking.
Let's take a look here. There's Noel from the far side. Looks like a late challenge on Pawlowski. Oh, just a bit of a step on Pawlowski there off of the ball. So multiple contacts off the ball, referees. But the fourth official or the assistant referee looks like they caught that one. Yellow card could have even been more.
You're just wasting time.
Potros fortunate that was not a red. One headed up, tapped around. Oh, it's going to be a foul against Kalonji in a very, very dangerous spot. Quite the fiasco over the ball here. Waiting to see how much extra time we get. I have not seen any indication thus far. Officially into added time.
So it'll be 4 minutes of added time.
4 minutes on the board. Roar stands over it. 30 yards from goal.
Raymond with him as well.
Will they go with the left or will they go with the right? It will be the left. Shot under the wall and wide. You expect Kalonji to be slow on this restart here. The opportunities have been there.
It's the penalty kick called against Latrell Bradshaw that makes the difference. For the shot that came off of his leg, might have come off of his arm on the second touch, but it's nothing he could have done about it. His arms were by his side. We stand firm with the opinion that it was not the right call. But nothing Potros can do about it now except for try to find an equalizer as the time ticks on.
This one's still being bounced around in a dangerous area. Swung into the box, headed back out. It's going to be a foot race to this one. Won well by Kalonji, but it will still be in the possession of the black jerseys. Swung back in once more. Target on the back post is Roar. Roar, tap down. Roar, no one there to follow it up, and that one is chipped well out of play.
And Noel, facing away from the goal, did anything he could just to put the ball back in forward, but was too far for any of his teammates to get onto it and was off target.
A minute and a half gone by. At least 2.5 left to play.
Kamani Irving to take the goal kick, sends it down the field, looking for Jules.
Jules heads it on. Flicked over the top. Kalonji looking to find a one more. Good fight from Bradshaw, and it's out the back. Gonna need a quick restart. They'll quickly get it to Verona. Slammed back into the midfield area. Roar tracking back. Can't quite win the header. Valenzuela is not to it either, as it will be a foul on Valenzuela, and that is going to eat a lot of our added time. Restart here from Kalonji. Chip towards the 18, towards Jules, headed into the 18. Played back out. Noel can't get a good first touch. No one's able to get a first touch to this one here. Is finally Noel able to get back onto it. Noel around one, who is tackled.
A American football tackle on him.
It's a good form tackle, but it will earn you a yellow in this sport. 3 minutes of added time going by. Potros 50 seconds and maybe a little more due to the delays left to find an equalizer. Swung into the box. Opportunities there. Flicked on but wide. And that might end up being the final opportunity for Potros in this contest.
KSA with only 2 shots on target in the match. It was the save from Verona in the 11th minute against Thierry Jules, and then the penalty kick.
Again, the penalty is what's made the difference.
We're now past the 4 minutes. Play continues on. Maybe an additional minute for all of the stoppages in added time.
And we did have a booking, and we had a few other delays as well, as Bradshaw trying to win this one. Can't quite do it. Valenzuela tracking back. Valenzuela able to get back on it here. Needs to win this one cleanly. Can't quite do it as Tamimi out and free. Big turn, big slide, but unfortunately that is a corner for Kalonji, and that will likely eat the remainder of our time here. They might let Potros break out once, but Kalonji's going to be in no rush to take this corner. Referee not inclined to call this game yet. He knows Kalonji's wasting time getting this ball. Kalonji should play it short and just hold it in the corner. I had to expect. Kalonji for the foul. This is likely it for Potros here. You have to play it forward at some point. This is it. Long ball forward. Headed on and out of play, and that is the final whistle here. Kalonji Pro-Profile will advance to the U.S. Open Cup.
So thanks to a controversial penalty kick, but Kalonji were held on to the match. They defended well, and Potros' U.S. Open Cup dreams come to an end. Their perfect season comes to an end, but there's still much to play for, as the UPSL playoffs will start next week, and we will be here to bring you that one on the Potros YouTube channel. We might see these teams meet again in that, but a great first attempt for Potros in U.S. Open Cup qualifying. Congratulations to Kalonji Pro-Profile, who will move on to the tournament, and we will leave you here with the scenes on the field.
Is it? What's the other way of qualifying? Is it
by winning the national? But you know what? If they have to win, come on. Nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, it was questionable.
That's a tough call.
We did a good job. We did a good job.